This video is about how to graph a scatter plot. Looking at lesson 4.2 on page 227 in class, we had today this set of data, and as you can see, there's a bunch of different burgers and the companies that make them, and then over here we have saturated fat grams and total fat grams. We're going to be using saturated fat grams as the x-axis and total fat as the y-axis. So I'm going to attempt to make this video by putting the graphing calculator underneath the camera so you can see it. So we are going to start by clearing our calculator, and we're going to hit second plus 712 to get our RAM cleared screen. And so again, if you're looking here at the calculator, you're going to hit second plus 712. You should get a RAM cleared screen. From there, we are going to hit Stat, which is our Stat button here, and we are going to press Enter when we see the edit number 1. And as you can see, you have list 1 and list 2 here. We are going to enter all of our data points from the saturated fat column into list 1 and all of the data points from the total fat column into list 2. So here we go. And so I'm going to type in 17, enter, 18, enter, 38, enter, 40, enter, 29, enter, 16, enter, 11, enter, 8, enter, 3.5, enter, and 7. So we are here, and I'm going to use my arrow key to move over to list 2. And list 2 should be 34, 49, 90, 96, 70.5, 41.5, 33, 21, 9, and 19. As you can see, I have them both in my list 1 and list 2. From this point, you are going to want to determine what window setting you want. As you can see on our paper, our x-axis is going to be going from at minimum 3.5 to at maximum 40. So for a window range, we want to make sure that we are in the first quadrant. The first quadrant, as you recall on a coordinate plane, will be when the x-axis here is positive and the y-axis is positive. So our whole graph is going to be in this area. So because of that, we need to change our window settings on the calculator. If you go to Window on the calculator, you'll notice that the default settings, just as if we were going to graph them here, would be positive 10, negative 10, positive y, negative y. So back to window settings, and as you can see right there, we are going to change them to be x is minimum of 0 and y has a minimum of 50. The reason I'm choosing those window settings is because, again, we're going from 3.5 to 40, and we'll have a little bit of space on each side. The y minimum needs to be 0 because, again, we don't have any y negative values. And our y maximum, let's see, the biggest number here is 96, so I'm going to go ahead and say, to be safe, 100. We're almost ready to graph. At this point, we're going to need to make sure we turn our stat plot on, and as you can see,